Hi folks, Training Tip Thursday, and we'll continue our discussion on different things as it relates to nutrition. So a couple of weeks ago, hopefully you had a chance to watch. It was really overall about fueling your runs during the entire week. Last week we talked a little bit about why you want to have something to eat before you get out and run. And today we'll talk about after the run. Then next week we'll talk about during the run. I have no idea why I'm doing it in that order. So very important that you get something to eat and get refueled after a run. In particular, runs that are considered hard efforts. So what's a hard effort? If you're doing a workout where I've said you have a warm-up and a cool down, so steady state, tempo, intervals, hills, and things like that, count that as a hard workout. Also count your long run as a hard workout. But easy runs, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, easy pace stuff, you don't really need to consider that a hard run. That's not to say you don't need to refuel after those runs. It's just not as big of a deal. And the reason for that is on those easy paced runs, you're primarily burning fat. You're burning some of your glycogen off, but a lot of it is coming from fat, and you don't really want to refuel the fat per se. It's about getting your glycogen refueled. But in your harder runs where you're running faster, or that long run where you're running a little bit longer, you are going to use up a lot more of your glycogen, and so you want to get that replenished. So how fast do you have to eat? Got the little handy sign here. I'm suggesting that your window is within 45 minutes you need to eat something, and I'll touch on that 45 minutes here in a minute, because your glycogen is 50% faster. Your muscles are waiting and looking for more fuel. They are hungry for it, and you want to get it in. And you want to have about a 4-to-1 mix of carbs or protein. So you want to get 200 or 300 calories within those 4 or 5 minutes. The protein is to help start repairing the muscles, because even though I hesitate to use the word damage, you are damaging muscles. You are stressing your muscles when you're doing those hard runs, and we want to get those repaired. I said I'd comment on the 45 minutes. So you will read some documentation where people say it's got to be within 30 minutes. You're going to see others that say you got to be within 60 minutes. I kind of go within 45 minutes to say, let's split the difference and go in the middle. The reality of it is, sooner is better. So if you could eat after 15 minutes, that's fine. Don't think, well, got to wait for 45. It just needs to be within 45. But very important that you start getting that refueling done, especially since the more glycogen you've taken out of your muscles, the longer it takes to put it all back. So you won't get it all back in that sitting. You're still going to get it back throughout the day as you continue to eat and fuel. So if you ever have a workout, now I will do this from time to time, give you something hard before a long run. And many times I'll mention, make sure you fuel up good. If you don't, you're almost always going to feel it on the long run because your body's going to be running out of fuel. So very simple, 200 or 300 calories, a mix of carbohydrates and protein. Try and get those within 45 minutes, and sooner is better.